Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Tanisha. This is Fun and Budget, and in this video I am gonna update you on the lawsuit brought against Chase Bank. Okay, a few months ago, like in April, I made a video talking about this lawsuit. Let's get a recap.
So y'all remember all those months ago when I made this video right here talking about, dang, what was I talking about? Hold on.
Wait a minute.
So I made two videos. One of the videos was, is a $250 credit card fee worth it? American Express Gold Card. And then I also made another video saying credit scores don't mean-ish. Bam. And in that video, I talked about how I have a perfect, daggone near perfect credit score.
I do.
848 out of 850. 900, I can't remember the scores, but they're daggone near perfect. One was 2 points from perfect, and the other one, I'm 900 points still. I can't remember what that was, but it was close to perfect. Yet, I was still denied credit from a credit card when I applied. And then, of course, a lot of people came back in the comments with, blah, 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 what you bank, that's because they know better, that's because you ain't all that, that's because, you know, you're trying to get over on them poor credit card companies who ain't got money for people like you to be getting over on them. And I'm like, but that ain't true, because all I'm doing is playing by the rules and the games and the stuff that they came up with from people that they claim, if you do this and if you do that, we'll give you some points. That's all I'm doing. But y'all out there acting like I'm taking their good money from their trillion-dollar company when I'm not. Well, guess what, y'all? I received this in the mail. Notice of proposed class action settlement. Damn. And I have until April 28th to submit my stuff online or to fill this thing out and mail it back to them, and I will be getting part of that settlement. What is the settlement, y'all ask? You are receiving this notice because between January 28, 2014 and November 22nd, 2019, you appear to have been sent an adverse action notice from Chase containing either previous unsatisfactory relationship with this bank or previous unsatisfactory relationship with us or one of our affiliates as the only reason for taking an adverse action in connection with your credit card account. You may be entitled to benefits under a proposed settlement. You can submit a claim for benefits online or by mailing a claim form to the settlement administrator. If you submit a valid claim form postmarked by April 28, 2020, you will receive a payment of $148. $148 ain't $1 million, but guess what? It is something because I wasn't chasing this and I didn't even know it was a thing, and I sure enough wasn't about to take any steps to do a class action lawsuit. So I just think that is super dope. They cut me off for added authorized users to my account who never made purchases. And like I said, ultimately because they never made any extra money off of me, and because I was racking up my points and using their points to get free airplane tickets, and they didn't like that because basically they was giving me more money than what they was earning from me, which is never what a credit card company intends.
Y'all heard me going in on Chase Bank because of this class action lawsuit of Chen versus Chase Bank. So I did send in my forms online to be a part of that class action lawsuit. And as the video told y'all, it reminded me, they said I will be receiving $148. Well, it was August. It's now September 2nd that I'm making this video. But it was August and I received my check. Was it $148? Was it more? Was it less? It was actually less. Now that I'm being reminded, what happened to my 148? But in the meantime, I received a check. Searching my desk for all the checks that I received. Okay, it's this one. I received a check for $60.40. So yeah, it came through. And that was my, oh my goodness. And it's like Chase Bank of Providence, Rhode Island. And that's just funny because I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. But yeah, so it came through. The settlement came through. I'm not sure. It would be kind of cool to find out some stats, like how many people were included in this settlement, how many people had received a piece of the pie, how much money did Chase actually have to pay out for their suspect practices, and for not honoring their contracts and their commitments. I mean, we as the consumers, we always get dinged when we don't honor our contracts and when we don't honor our commitments. But what about these big companies? So I was happy to be a part of this settlement simply because big companies should not be able to get away with some of the practices that they get away with. Lawsuits are so interesting. So I'm looking over this lawsuit. So this is what it says. The plaintiff applied for a credit card issued by Chase. Listen to this, y'all, because you got to know your rights. These companies be wildin'. All right. So the plaintiff applied for a credit card issued by Chase on or about September 19, 2018. Chase sent the plaintiff a letter denying his credit application, stating that Chase can't approve your request at this time because previous unsatisfactory relationship with this bank. The plaintiff alleges that Chase's denial of his credit application constitutes an adverse action for which a statement of specific reasons for the action taken or disclosure of the applicant's right to the statement of specific reason is required within 30 days of receiving plaintiff's credit application. Plaintiff insists that the letter he received fails to meet the specific reason requirement under the ECOA. So the settlement class consists of all natural persons to whom Chase sent a letter given either previous unsatisfactory relationship with this bank. Interesting. Here we go. Here's the payment terms. Chase agrees to pay $244,659 for payments to the settlement class. The settlement administration costs were estimated at $50,102, but ended up totaling $59,242.46. Given this net settlement class consideration is estimated to be $180,416.54, which yields a payment of $60.89 for each claiming class member, which I was one. But wait a minute, I'm 40 cents short. No, I'm 49 cents short because my check says $60.40. In addition, the settlement class consideration, the settlement agreement provides that the plaintiff's counsel may move for attorney fees and for costs up to $185,000 to be paid by Chase. $185,000. Wow. So it behooves these people to do class action lawsuits. I'm telling you, Brinks needs to be sued. It says plaintiff has filed a motion for attorney fees and costs seeking $176,473.93. Every penny counts, y'all. Every penny. Plaintiff contends that the counsel's actual attorney's fees totaled $263,957.50. So the settlement agreement also provides that the courts will enjoin Chase for 5 years from the date of final approval from using the phrase previous unsatisfactory relationship with the bank. I promise you, I feel like I want to apply for another Chase credit card just to see how they'll deny me this time. I think I'm gonna do it. I have nothing to lose. Y'all gotta listen to this. This is so freaking interesting. Let me know if this is interesting to you. The attorneys received a list of 18,183 people from Chase identified as the class list. 18,000 people, right? The list included names, addresses, and emails. Hello, I was one of them. On February 28th, they emailed notices to 17,926 individuals on the class list who had email addresses. So of the email notices, 1,557 were determined to be undeliverable and 13,557 were delivered, but not opened within 7 days. Oh my goodness, a receipt. So then KCC, because they weren't playing games, mailed notices to these individuals. Hence, I got my mail. KCC did further, and KCC, I'm interchanging with the attorneys, did further searching and remailed notice to 479 of these individuals. They weren't playing. They wanted everybody to be like, yo, yeah, they got us too. As of April 28, 2020, deadline to submit claims form, KCC received 4,675 claim forms. An additional 40 claims were submitted after the deadline. Of the 4,675 claims, 333 were duplicate submissions. 1,356 were submitted by individuals not on the list. They were like, yo. Of the 40 late claims, 2 were duplicate submissions, and 1 was submitted by someone not on the class list. The parties have agreed to accept the remaining 37 late claims. So as of May 21st, they determined that there were 2,982 valid claims, guys. Valid claims out of 18,183. That's heavy. That's heavy, because what side would you be on? Are you on the side of the people of which someone's trying to give money to you, even if that money was $1, and all you had to do was say, yes, I'm here, I want and I receive my money that's due to me, free and clear? Or are you on the side of the people who say, or they say, I don't understand? Because some people just truly, they receive something like this in the mail and it's confusing. Or are you the people who says, I don't care, I'm not bothered, I don't want to be a part of this? What would be the reason that 15,201 people have for not being a part of this class action lawsuit? What would be your reason? What would be your reason? That's what I'm interested. That's what I'm curious about. Who says nah? Outside of the people who just, don't open their mail like, I've been known to do, or haven't received notice. Like maybe the notice did go out to them, but for one reason or another, they really didn't get it. What would be the reason? 10 individuals have requested exclusion from the class, so they opted out. So there you have it. What I feel about this is, at the end of the day, the money received from the class action lawsuit, is it life-changing? Of course not. To me, it's principle. It's all about principle, because there has to be something in place to hold big business, big companies who can afford the best lawyers, who can take down the little people who they have wronged. So a lot of us will never have the funds to go after a big brand, a big company. But there has to be something in place who makes these companies treat their customers, their consumers, their clients, their whoever fairly. That is all. That is all. So that is why I wanted to be an opt-in. Yes, here I am. I want to be a part of this, because they should be held accountable, especially when we, the consumers, didn't do anything wrong.